Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep and welcome to my YouTube channel. Before I start today's video, a small request, like and subscribe my channel for the latest updates about Dubai real estate. Today in this video, I'm going to answer a very important, a very crucial question, and I think this question makes all the difference between a huge capital appreciation and a huge loss. The question is the best time to sell an off-plan project while the properties are still under construction. I've been repeatedly asked by so many investors across the globe that Sandeep, what is the best time to sell the property when the property is still under construction, or we have a property that we purchased from Emaar, Dubai Properties, Miraz, Nakil, and we want to make the maximum capital appreciation. When should we sell this property which is still under construction? The answer is wait till the completion. You will make maximum amount of return, maximum capital appreciation at the time of completion only. The reason is once the property is ready, you will have huge pool of end users who wants to buy your property, and these buyers are backed by the banks, by the financial institutions, and financial institutions and banks give them up to 80-85% finance as well and a very reasonable interest rate, and these are the guys who are going to give you huge capital appreciation or a profit, but the condition is your property should be ready. And mostly from the time of booking till the ready date till the time of completion, there's a huge difference, 3 to 4 years. If we adjust inflation or the price comparison, you will definitely ought to make a profit through that waiting period only. But in order to maximize or exploit the current market conditions or the value of your properties which have been potentially increased during that 3 to 4 years of construction stages, you will have to wait till the completion. So the answer is wait when the property is ready with the title deed, when you have keys in hand. That's the best time to resell the property. Now recently I have observed one big trend in the market that a lot of investors, a lot of property buyers have been misled by a lot of brokers, that even if they buy a property, even if they don't have money, even if they have just 20% of the money with them for the total value, if they block the property, they book the property, they can resell the property within 6 months and can make huge capital appreciation. Guys, this is a kind of scam. Nothing of that sort gonna happen, because reselling in secondary market, especially off-plan properties, have a lot of other elements attached to that as well. First, let's discuss why we shouldn't sell an off-plan project while it's still in construction. Most of the developers have an exit policy which most likely gonna ask you to pay around 40 to 50% before you get the NOC to resell the property in the market. Second thing is your properties are still under construction, and in under construction properties only those investors will be interested to buy who are getting some kind of a profit, which means your loss, their profit. I'll explain you with a case study. End users will not buy because for them it's not of any use, because the property is still under construction and they will not get any kind of a help from the bank. So end users will not buy, you're left with investors, and investors are bloodthirsty. They will kill your profit, they will take all the money, all the maximum profit, they will negotiate with you harder to squeeze all the money they can, and you will end up with some sort of a loss. You will definitely not able to sell the property for what you have bought it for. So the idea of selling the property while the property is still under construction is a bad one. Yes, there are certain scenarios where you might be able to flip the property by paying just 10% and still make huge capital appreciation. But as I said before, there are so many other factors which influence that kind of sale. I'll try to explain as much as I can, but you have my number on the screen. Give me a call so that we can discuss in details about these scenarios. So the first scenario, let's say, is, now we are talking about the practical aspect. The guy bought a property for 2 million from a developer. He doesn't have the money. Broker called him and said, sir, this is an opportunity. You just book the property, and within 6 months, after paying one more installment of 10%, flip the property and you'll make huge capital appreciation. Let's say the broker convinced him that the property which he bought for 2 million, he can easily sell it for 3 millions 6 months down the line, and he doesn't have to worry. Even if he doesn't have money, just pay 20% and make capital appreciation on that. Now 6 months gone, this guy called this broker and the broker disappeared. He's not answering the call. The guy called me, Sandeep, Sell my property for 3 million. Sir, what is the original price? 2 million. I cannot. Why? Because no one gonna pay you $1,000,000 on top of the property value when we have more phases to come. That's one scenario. Before buying any project, you have to do your due diligence that how many more phases within that project has to come. How many similar properties in the neighborhood still yet to be launched. What kind of offers developers give, what kind of payment plans developer give, what kind of exit policy these developers have, and then put your 10%. It's not going to happen that with paying of 20% you can easily sell the property of 2 million for 3 million. It might happen, but in that scenario it should be very exclusive unit where there's no further inventory, no more launches by the developer, no new phases, and you have a reluctant buyer who loves the property and who's willing to give you 1 million dirham extra. Coming back to the point, you paid only 20%, 2 million is the property value, and you're asking for 3 million. Now, why we shouldn't sell the property? Let me explain. For that 2 million property, you're asking for 3 million, which means you want your 20% plus 1 million profit, which probably comes as around 1.4 million, and you want that guy to pay 4% DLD, commission, and also the miscellaneous charges. Roughly around 1.6 million this guy has to pay upfront if he has to acquire your property. Understand? And the property you bought it for 2 million only. You need to have a buyer who is willing to pay about 80% of the total property value in one go, while the property is still about 2.5 or 3 years away from completion. And he has to pay, as I said before, 40 to 50%, in order to get the NOC, your premium, all right, the DLD fee, the commission, all the charges, and this guy is paying approximately 80% of the original value in one go in order to acquire the property, which will be delivered 3 years down the line. Now understand, put yourself in the shoes of that buyer. Would you be interested buying that property when you know that the same property will have a next phase coming in 2 months? Or next project to that property is kind of a similar project with a similar layouts, with a similar space, with a similar starting price? Would you pay that guy? You will prefer waiting for a 2 months period, or maybe the maximum delay or maximum difference between the first handover and the second handover would be 3 to 4 months. You still will prefer to wait for 3-4 months than paying about 80% plus a premium of 1 million dirhams in advance, won't you? You know the answer. So the only interested party that will definitely look to buy the property which is still under construction is the investor category. And now let's talk about this situation in reverse manner. Let's reverse the situation. Some broker call you and convince you to buy this property for 2 million and promise you or convince you that within 6 months you will be able to sell the property for 3 million figure. You don't have money. You are a hustler, thug life. you bought the property because the broker convinced you, and now you paid 20% and you don't have more money to pay, or your financial situation changes. You might have money, but now you don't have money. Job loss or a possible migration or any other external factor which influenced or impact your cash flow. Now you are unable to pay further payments. You call that broker, sell my property for 3 million. Forget about 3 million, that broker won't even answer, or most likely give you an offer which is below the original price. And the logic, the reason he gonna give you is the same, that sir, we don't have end users to buy because the handover is too far. We have only investors, and investors will not buy your properties unless they make money. So what you're gonna get is at least an offer which is 10% less. Chances higher that if you paid around 20%, let's say 400,000 for a 2 million dirhams property, you will lose at least half of it, if not the full amount. Or if you are not in a situation to make further payments, you will be in a litigation with the developer, big developer from whom you have bought the properties. So guys, avoid that situation. Don't get into trouble. Do your due diligence. Any broker is calling you for an off-plan project, understand what is your income, understand your expenses, understand your financial, understand the payment plan of the property, and if you are comfortable paying that amount, let's say 20-25% each year towards that commitment, then only go for that. In a worse situation, if you're still desperate to buy off-plan project, if you feel that you want to take that risk, ensure that you should have enough money to cover that property's payment till the handover. After the handover, you will definitely make money. After handover, the ounce of making the money totally depends on the developer, the location and the project, that we can always talk. The most important element, the most important factor is understand the payment plan. I might sell your property today for 2 million, which will end up reselling with a price of 4 million, but in order to get that property to that resale stage, you still have to pay around 60, 70, 80% during the construction stages. And if you don't have money, if you have issues within that payment plan, if you have issues during the construction stage, and if you call me that Sandeep, I want to sell, chances that you will lose money are higher than chances of making the money. Yes, there are some more projects where you might flip the property even after paying 10% and still have potential buyers, still have potential interested parties, but these are luxury projects which is very limited in number, which has their niche in the market, and everyone is desperate to buy, and due to XYZ reasons or a digital launches these days, that person couldn't able to buy and is a billionaire sitting in Russia or US. He wants that property. You need to find that kind of a buyer who wants your property, but 90% of the market you won't get it. In off-plan segment, if you're trying to resell the property, there are so many factors which influence the scope of you're making the money or you're getting the loss. I can jot down few, like how much more inventory that area gonna see, how many more phases that developer going to launch, what is the price difference between the first, second, third, fourth phase within the project by the same developer, what kind of payment plan the developer is offering, what kind of offers, is there any DLD waiver or not. All these things you need to keep in consideration while buying the off-plan project. And you need to be very clear about your objective. If it's a house that you're buying and your buying cost, you don't have the money as of now, and you want an installment program, you want small installments to go towards your house in 3 years, you will move into the house, or you're someone who is buying for the sake of rental returns. Still, in order to enjoy the first rent, you need to obtain the key. In order to obtain the key, you have to pay at least the payment plan till the completion, so that in future you can get help from the bank as well. But the most important thing is pay till the payment plan, pay till the completion, pay till the handover. And if you're not able to pay till the handover, you will lose money, guys. I don't want to give you any kind of a false hope. It's one plain line, it's a statement. 99% of the times, if you try to resell an off-plan project, you will lose money. Or if you're lucky, you might be able to sell it for the original price. Maximum capital appreciation happens at the time of handover, and any broker who is selling you with that pretext that pay 20% and then flip the property and make money, he's lying. Or maybe he's just greedy about his paycheck, about his commission, and he doesn't give up and he doesn't care about your investment or your millions that you are investing in the property. There's so many other factors we have to discuss, but I think it's already about 14 minutes into this video. You have my number on the screen. Give me a call. We will sit, we will discuss all the aspects. I have the data of each and every project which have been launched in the last 10 years in Dubai, future projects, future phases, what is the difference between a project which is launched 2 years back and the project which is getting launched next week. I have all the data, guys, and I can help you to take a wise call. And definitely I'm not the guy going to trick you and convince you to pay 20% and sell the property in 6 months when nothing of that sort gonna happen. So you have my number, give me a call, and let's be wise while deciding off-plan projects. Let's be wise while buying properties. Let's have a clear agenda before we buy any properties, so that you should not have an unexpected turn of events in future or any kind of loss. And I want you to make money, huge capital appreciation when you invest in Dubai real estate market. Be smart and you will definitely make money. Thank you so much.